Let me guess. You're spending hours in the gym every week, chasing a pump with endless sets and seeing almost nothing to show for it. You've been told that more is better, that you need to be grinding it out 5, 6, even 7 days a week, hitting dozens of sets to force your muscles to grow. But what if that's the very thing holding you back? What if the secret to unlocking your real potential isn't doing more, but doing less? With an absolute, uncompromising intensity, it's time to forget modern junk volume. We're going to break down a brutally efficient 3-day workout split, perfected by Mike Mentzer, the philosopher bodybuilder, for maximum muscle growth with maximum recovery. This might just be the last 3-day split you'll ever need. Look around the fitness world today, and you'll see one idea preached from every rooftop. Volume is king. Influencers and pro bodybuilders push routines that last 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. They tell you to do 4 exercises for chest, 4 sets of 12 on each, then move on to the next body part. It's a war of attrition. The problem is, for most people with average genetics and busy lives, this approach isn't just a waste of time. It's actively working against you. This high-volume, high-frequency model often leads to a state of chronic overtraining. You're just accumulating fatigue, not actually stimulating growth. Your central nervous system, the command center for your entire body, takes a beating it never fully recovers from. Mentzer saw this fatal flaw decades ago. He argued that the workout itself doesn't produce muscle growth. It merely stimulates it. The real growth happens during recovery. If you are constantly in the gym, you are constantly interrupting that recovery and growth process. You're tearing down muscle day after day without ever giving your body the one thing it needs to build it back bigger and stronger: time. As Mentzer himself said, any exercise carried beyond the minimum required to stimulate growth is counterproductive. Those endless sets and reps you're doing, that's what he called junk volume. It's work for the sake of work, and it's killing your gains.
What do you think might happen if you were to exercise before full recovery takes place? Do you see where you'd be short-circuiting the growth process? We have learned through observation that it's always a mistake to train 2 days in a row. That is not enough time between workouts to allow for compensation and overcompensation. Most of my clients are making great progress training 72 hours, some even less. I've got some people in different parts of the country. I've got a few guys back in Maryland who are training once every 7 days and literally reporting the greatest progress of their lives. They're doing the whole body only twice a month.
Enter Mike Mentzer. He wasn't just a Mr. Universe champion with a perfect score. He was a thinker who approached bodybuilding like a scientist. He developed a philosophy called Heavy Duty, which was a radical departure from the norm, built on a few core principles. First, intensity is the only thing that matters. To Mentzer, intensity meant taking one working set of every exercise to the point of absolute muscular failure, that moment where you physically cannot complete another repetition in good form. That last, grueling, seemingly impossible rep is what flips the switch for muscle growth. Second, because the intensity is so high, the volume must be low. You can't train both hard and long. It's a physiological impossibility. One all-out set to failure is enough to provide the stimulus. Anything beyond that just digs into your body's limited recovery resources. Third, and this is the most overlooked principle, is the absolute necessity of recovery. Growth is produced by the body, but only during a period of rest. Mentzer advocated for significant rest between workouts, often 48 to 72 hours, and sometimes even longer, to allow the entire system to recover and grow stronger. Mentzer used several different workout splits throughout his career, but this particular 3-day split is a perfect embodiment of his principles, designed for maximum stimulation and recovery. Let's break it down. The first workout pairs 2 opposing muscle groups, chest and back. This allows for incredible focus and intensity. Remember the rules. After a few light warm-up sets to get the blood flowing, you perform just one working set per exercise, taken to absolute failure within a 6 to 10 rep range. The movement should be controlled, a slow negative, a brief pause, and a powerful positive. We'll start with the pre-exhaust principle for the chest, hitting the pecs with an isolation move first, so the triceps don't give out early. Exercise 1. Pec deck flies or dumbbell flies. Choose a weight you can fail with between 6-10 reps. Focus on the deep stretch and the hard squeeze at the peak. Imagine trying to touch your biceps together. When you hit that 10th rep, fight for an 11th. When you can no longer move the weight in good form, you've hit failure. Immediately, no more than a few seconds of rest, move to the compound press. Your chest is already fried. Now, we finish it. Exercise 2. Incline Smith machine press or incline barbell press. Your triceps are fresh, but your pecs are exhausted. This lets you push your chest beyond its normal limits. Use a grip slightly closer than your shoulders and flare your elbows out to target the pecs. Lower the bar slowly, feel the stretch, and drive up with power. Aim for another 6 to 10 reps to failure. That final rep should feel like you're pushing against a mountain. When the bar stops moving, you are done with chest. 2 total working sets, and you've triggered maximum growth. Now take a short rest, just enough to catch your breath, and let's move to your back. Exercise 3. Close grip, palms up pull downs. This is for pure lat width. Lean back slightly and pull the bar to your upper chest, squeezing your back like you're trying to crack a walnut between your shoulder blades. Control the negative, letting the lats stretch fully at the top. 1 set of 6-10 reps to absolute failure. After another brief rest, we hit our final back exercise. Exercise 4. Barbell bent over rows. If your lower back is an issue, a chest-supported machine row is a great substitute. This is a pure mass builder. Keep your back straight, pull the bar into your midsection, and lead with your elbows. 1 set of 6 to 10 reps to failure. That's it. Workout 1 is done. You've done 4 total working sets. The intensity was savage, the stimulus was delivered, and now your only job is to go home, eat, and recover for at least 48 hours. After at least 1 full day of rest, it's time for day 2, legs. This workout is short, but it will test your will like nothing else. We start with a pre-exhaust again. Exercise 1, leg extensions. This isolates the quads. Focus on a hard squeeze at the top of the movement for a full second. No swinging, just pure muscular contraction. We're targeting 10 to 15 reps here to really pump the quads with blood before the main event. Take this set to absolute searing failure. With minimal rest, you move directly to the king of all leg exercises. Exercise 2. Barbell squats or leg press. Your quads are already on fire. Now you call in the glutes and hamstrings to help push past failure. Get deep, keep your back straight, and drive up with explosive force. Every rep is a war. Your legs will tremble. Your lungs will burn. Go for 8-15 reps. That last rep should be a near-death experience. When you re-rack that weight, you should have nothing left. After you've recovered your soul, it's time for hamstrings. Exercise 3. Lying leg. Curls isolate the hamstrings. Focus on pulling your heels to your glutes and controlling the negative. No jerking, just pure muscular contraction for 8 to 12 reps to failure. After you've recovered your soul, it's time for hamstrings. Exercise 4. Standing calf. Raises. Your calves can handle a higher rep range. Aim for 12 to 20 reps. Go for a full stretch at the bottom and an explosive squeeze at the top, holding the contraction. The burn will be immense. Push through it. 4 working. Nice. An all-out assault on your lower body. Now, another 48 to 72 hours of complete rest. Recovery isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement. The final workout of the cycle hits the vanity muscles, shoulders and arms, but the intensity stays just as high. Exercise 1. Dumbbell shoulder press or Smith machine press. This is your primary mass builder for the delts. Press the weight overhead in a smooth, controlled motion. Don't clank the weights at the top. Keep constant tension on the muscle. Lower it slowly. 1 set of 6 to 10 reps to failure. Exercise 2. Dumbbell lateral raises. This is for shoulder width. Use a lighter weight and perfect form. Lead with your elbows, don't swing, and raise the dumbbells to shoulder height. Control the descent. This will burn. Push for 8 to 12 reps to failure. Now for arms. We're going to superset biceps and triceps for an insane pump and maximum efficiency. Exercise 3A, barbell curls. Use a weight you can curl with strict form for 6-10 reps. No swinging. Isolate the biceps, squeeze at the top, and lower slowly. Take it to failure. Immediately move to triceps. Exercise 3B, triceps dips or close grip bench press. For dips, keep your body upright to hammer the triceps. For the close grip bench, keep your elbows tucked in. Go for 6 to 10 reps to failure. Rest for a minute, then do it one more time. One superset for biceps and triceps, back to back. That's it. Your shoulders and arms are annihilated. Your training week is complete. Now comes the most important part, a full 2 to 3 days of rest before you repeat the cycle. If you're tired of living in the gym with little to show for it, it's time to stop thinking that more is better. It's time to start training with intelligence and savage intensity. This 3-day split is the blueprint. If this no-nonsense approach to building muscle resonates with you, make sure you subscribe for more guides that cut through the noise. This is more than just a workout. It's a shift in philosophy. It's about understanding that the stimulus for growth must be intense but brief, and that growth only happens during recovery. You don't grow in the gym, you grow at home, while you rest. This brutally efficient 3-day split provides the earth-shattering intensity required and then gives your body the precious time it needs to build new muscle. Stop wasting your time with junk volume. Embrace the logic of heavy duty. Train with purpose. Push every working set to its absolute limit, and then have the discipline to walk away and let your body do its job. As the great Mike Mentzer said, that last rep where you're trying as hard as you can and you barely make it, that is what turns on the growth mechanism in your body. Now go, be rational, be intense, and start growing.
In order to train as hard as possible, you must retain a clear image of your purpose. Once your goal is sharply but realistically defined, all that remains is carrying out your plan. Don't, however, worry about your individual potential. Potential is only the expression of a possibility, something that can be assessed accurately only in retrospect. In other words, you'll never know how good you might have become unless you try. So let's get with it.
Thanks for watching.